we don't repeat our lives. And I want to say that it's not normal to remember your past lives. According to the Mekubalim, the Kabbalists, you shouldn't know there should be a thick wall between lives. But for some people, it's more like a thin veil. And that might have to do for two reasons, the Kabbalists say. One, if you've come back too soon, because there should be a long period between lives. And people come back, but most of the people in my book came back within 15 years of the Holocaust. So it was too soon. So I have my theories about why we all decided to come back so soon, but I'm not going to go into that. But the other reason is if a person has a traumatic death, so they can remember their things. So the second part of the book, part 2, is about tikkun. We all come into this world in order to rectify. We have to rectify things. So that could be a character trait, a character flaw. A person who's dishonest has to learn to be honest. A person who is anger prone has to learn to deal with their anger in a constructive way without just hurting themselves and others. People who are fearful, there are moral cowards out there. They have to learn to stand up and be courageous and stand up for what is right. There are people who hurt other people, and they have to come back and deal with it. So the Kabbalists say that the point of reincarnation is to rectify what you've done wrong in a past lifetime. Now that could be a character flaw, or it could be an action.
It's called karma, right? In Eastern culture.
It's
called karma.
No, it's I spent 15 years in an Indian ashram, so
that's why I'm asking. Yeah.
So I'll tell you the difference between karma and what is really the Jewish concept of reincarnation. Karma means I did something wrong. I stole from somebody, so I have to come back in this lifetime and be stolen from. The perspective is not a perspective of I have to rectify it. I have to know what it feels like to be on the receiving end of being stolen from. And therefore I learn my lesson and progress. The karma is a wheel. It just goes round and round and round. The only way to get off it is through moksha, enlightenment. If you get enlightened or nirvana, you can get off the wheel of birth and death. But the Jewish accent is on the idea of, I learn lessons. Now I know how it feels to be stolen from. Now I know how it feels to be poor. So, in my last lifetime, if I was really, I had money and I had no compassion or empathy for the poor, I had to come back this lifetime without money. And now I know how it feels to be poor. So, and through that process, and because the goal is always rectification for every one of us. And that's why it's important for every one of us to see that we're here on a long soul journey. The Arizal, the greatest of the Kabbalists, lived in the 16th century. He said there were no new souls coming into the world at that point. We're all old souls. Everybody who's listening to this has had previous lives. And we've accumulated mistakes, things we've done wrong, and now we're back and we can fix them. And the important thing that's the goal of life. That's the purpose of life, is to fix what you came here to fix. Because according to the Kabbalists, the rectified parts of the soul stay up in the higher world. So the only parts that come down are the unrectified parts. So that's what we're here for.